Hello everyone, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. There is a new unmarked mission for Wastelanders that went live with patch 16, and it is a long puzzle to solve. Here's how to complete everything. The pawn shop in Grafton has been in-game for a while, but it was not accessible to players. Now Bethesda has made the instance live, but with some hidden features inside. On the first floor, you will notice two boards that seem innocent at first, but there is way more into it. This is an unmarked mission right now and the entry point to Vault 79, which seems to be the main upcoming vault in Wastelanders. Heck, it is even on their new promotional banners, so I do believe every player will have to do part of this mission if they want to access Vault 79 sooner or later. Now, you should know that you will have to visit over 10 locations to gather everything you need to fully solve the mysteries, but first things first, right? Where do you have to go and what must be done here? Let's jump into it. Where can you find this pawn shop that everyone is talking about over Reddit and Fallout 76 forums? Well, it's very easy. Just go to Grafton and head past the high school, then turn left until you see the church. And then just look to your right, you will see the pawn shop sign right in front of you. There is a front door, but you can't be in a team to access this instance. This is a solo mission, it seems like, so you've got to enter and solve things on your own here. This place has several rooms to explore, and it is an endless source of junk right now. Yep, you guessed it right, it is bugged that way. You can also find a safe to pick lock and some notes at the front door, and that's pretty much about it. I'm just letting you know in case you want to follow the lore very strictly, which I didn't, to be honest with you. As I mentioned, there are a few rooms to explore here, but there is nothing much to be found other than junk items. I've explored the rooms just to see what's going on and then proceed to the main room. Now, the real fun begins on the first floor, upstairs of course, at the main room with these two empty boards. The main green board will be for the lore entries from 5 packages that you need to find. The beige board on the left will be for the 6 mysterious map fragments that you also need to find, which will then unlock a personal and unique keycode to enter Vault 79. Now, you cannot interact with these boards if you don't have any items for it, but don't you worry about it, because once you get the items, you will be able to add them to the boards. Also, some people have reported that you can't find packages without finding the map fragments first, so just to be safe, let's do the fragments first here. Both items, packages and map fragments look like this small envelope on top of furniture normally, just to give you a clue of what you should be searching for. Moreover, if you are not into lore, you can skip that part of the mission. You can simply get the mysterious map fragments and be done with it to ensure you can access Vault 79 later on. Note that they give you small clues about each location when you turn on the purple light on the room for the beige board. After the 6 map fragments, I will show you where to find all the packages for the lore entries and complete the entire pawn shop unmarked mission. I have also created these 2 maps to help you better with the locations. The first one is for the map fragments and the second one is for the packages and lore entries. In the first map we have 6 locations that you need to visit, and on the second one we have 5 locations. So let's jump into the locations, shall we? As you saw, I already created the best and cheapest routes for each part of the mission. First, head to Point Pleasant to the MOTHMAN Museum to be specific, which is right near the MOTHMAN statue in the center of the town. You probably want to kill the mole rats and scorch that might attack you first, because you will need to picklock the door of the museum. After that, head towards the entrance. The first map fragment will be right on the counter among many other items. It can be missed at first when you don't know what you're looking for, but when you know you're looking for an envelope, then it's quite difficult to miss. Simple enough, don't you think so? For the WREN map fragment, you need to go to the Morgantown's high school, get inside the instance and get ready for a fight. You'll have to do some cleaning here because the place is infested with low-level Scorched. Of course, I have already killed them here, but it is quite difficult to navigate with 10 enemies shooting at you. Anyway, you need to go to the first floor, take the stairs at the entrance, then go straight, take some more stairs and head to the left past the kitchen. And in one of the classrooms, you'll find what you're looking for. Enter the second door to the left of the kitchen. You will find another envelope on top of a teacher's desk. This one is a bit hidden, it is in a corner. It's quite easy to miss, but there you go, here it is. Oh, Barry. This one is not necessarily difficult, but it took me a while to figure out where it was exactly. So, first travel to the pumpkin house and then run towards northeast to the Red Rocket workshop. And once you get there, after some running, look for a south building past a wall, like a small gas station with 2 doors and a counter inside. That's where you can find Barry's map fragment. It's right on the counter. It's very easy to spot, but there are some enemies around here, so make sure to take them down before they take care of you. It's time to find Jessica's map fragment, which is located at Heaven's Church in the Mire. This is one of the easiest fragments to find. You can't possibly miss this one, really, because it's right on the desk at the entrance of the church. I first thought it might be on the classroom on the left, but that's not the case. So, another fragment collected, it's time to check the next one. Moving south to the Cranberry Bog, you can find Finn's map fragment at the General's Steakhouse. You'll have to kill several high-level super mutants here before you can proceed to the dining room, which is located right in the middle of the building on the ground level. This one was quite tricky for me. I actually checked the entire building except this room, including the basement and the first floor, before I realized the fragment was right under my nose at the dining place. But it is really simple too, like the other locations, as you can see. The 6th and last map fragment belongs to Constance, and you can find it close to White Springs at Uncanny Caverns. Head to the small shop to your left from the fast travel spawn point. There might be some enemies around, normally mole rats or insects, no big deal here. Then check the checkout desk, literally, and you will immediately see an envelope waiting to be picked up. There you go, you've just finished your Mysterious Map Fragment collection. It wasn't that difficult, was it? Now it's time to return to Grafton to the pawn shop and proceed to add all the Mysterious Map Fragments you have just collected. Click on the beige board and it will be auto-added. As you can see, you can now interact with the board. Make sure to turn on the purple light to see the hidden numbers as you add the fragments. This is the key code that you need to enter on Vault 79's entrance keypad, so write it down somewhere or memorize the key code to insert there later. Or you can always return here at some other point. The number will remain for your character, but remember this is an unique code. Each character will have a different key code, so don't try to use mine, it won't work for you. It only works for my main character, which I use to do this guide. Now, if you are interested in the other half of this unmarked mission, you'll have to visit another 5 locations to collect the missing packages with lore entries for this green board. Let's keep going. Again, I've got the cheapest route in mind for the package locations too, so head to the SILVA homestead on the west part of the forest region and visit the main house, where you will instantly see a package envelope on top of the living room, which is near the red couch. Make sure to kill whatever is inside first, and then pick up the package for Madeleine de Silva, which is now yours. Back to the cryptid house in Lewisburg, you need to check Calvin Van Lode's main entrance to quickly discover he also received a package. It's on top of his entrance counter and it is impossible to miss, really. As you can see, finding the packages is just as easy, if not easier, than the map fragments. If the door is not appearing for you, wait a bit or server jump. I've heard that the instance door is inaccessible sometimes. It is a bug or a server delay, one or the other, just try again because it should be there for everyone. By far, this is the most difficult item to get in the entire hidden mission. It's Sam Blackwell's package, or the traitorous senator as he is now known. Head to the Charleston capital, DMV, and get ready for a fierce fight with high-level ghouls, dozens of them. This is a fantastic place to farm experience and some legendaries, by the way. Once you're done cleaning the building, head upstairs all the way to the top. Then move to the right through the corridor until you find office rooms on both sides. One of them will have a plate saying Sam Blackwell's with the word Trader below. Pick-lock the door to enter, and behind the computer desk, you will see Sam's package. It is quite disguised with all the mess on the furniture, but it is clearly there, as you can see. Now it's time to collect the package that arrived for the newspaper boy Quinn at the Charleston Herald, which is close to the previous location. You need to head all the way to the 3rd floor so you can take the stairs or the fallen metal parts around. Then you should access the front room past the huge table in the main room. You will find Finn's package on top of a table close to the wall. Again, there is no science here, quite straightforward. The last package is located at Monongah town, and you need to head to the police station, which is basically the first building that you see from the fast travel spawn point. To your very left. It couldn't be easier than this. Enter the building, check the entrance desk, and voila, you'll find a package that arrived for Sheriff Darcy. You've got all the 5 packages and tons of lore items to add to your pawn shop board. You should head there now. Back to the mission location, you can now interact with the green board and add all the package lore files you've gathered so far. Watch the board filling up, and that's basically it. There are no rewards since this is not an official mission yet, but you can read the files one by one if you're interested in the mission lore and background. You've got the essentials all in one place in this board. Congratulations, you have just completed the unmarked pawn shop mission, which is supposedly a Wastelanders mission. Now, if you'd like to access Vault 79, make sure to get your keycode at the Map Fragments board before you head north to the vault. Well, for this upcoming vault, you need to head north into the mountains. The closest fast travel point is at Bailey Family Cabin. Then you have to make all your way up there, running and running, until you see lots of mountains and a cave entrance in them. That's where you need to go. Marsupial helps a bit, but you can also use a jetpack in your power armor. That should be no problem. You'll see a keypad on the wall, which was set to 0000 before patch 16. However, when you enter your personal keycode now, you will be able to go one step further and access the elevator. You can get into Vault 79's entrance underground, but there isn't much there. It's just a location with storage containers, a cabin car, and hardly anything else. There is hardly any junk, to be honest with you. There is also a terminal with a few entries, but they are old watching logs that don't tell you much. So there you go. At least we know a little bit more about the upcoming vault that will most likely be one of the most important parts of the Wastelanders DLC. Maybe this will be home to the upcoming new species, the floaters, or maybe home to a new faction, the raiders, the settlers. I don't know, it could be anything at this point. Who knows what is Bethesda planning to do with it? All we know is that Vault 79 will be an important part of the Wastelanders. That's all. Everything else is just speculation and pure rumors, at least for the time being. What do you think about this new hidden or marked mission so far? Do you think Bethesda released it all in purpose? What's your experience with it so far? I had a lot of fun exploring new locations and collecting bits and pieces here and there, even though I got no rewards out of it. I was aware of the pawn shop and Vault 79, but I didn't think they would make these locations accessible anytime soon. Maybe this means Wastelanders is coming sooner than we think, maybe in January. It is part of the first quarter of the year, so who knows? Too bad that there are so many massive bugs ruining the gear system right now when you reload any weapon. Hopefully they will get that fixed very soon. Anyway, that's everything for this video. I hope this guide was helpful for you in any way possible. If you're new around, I do Fallout 76 content, so feel free to subscribe and enable the notifications bell to follow any new videos. I also have a Patreon page if you'd like to support this type of content. We've got tiers for everyone. The link is below the video, as always. Don't forget that I'm also hosting a Christmas event with awesome prizes for everyone who'd like to participate. The details are all in my Discord server under events. I will see you guys very soon in the next one. Until then, take care, adios, bye bye!